The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's Livestreams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Baker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Tide Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Botting drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Meyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a three. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal, Oil, and Propane, Witt Services,
Libkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's Livestream, providing game day coverage.
On a rainy February night with the playoffs just around the corner, two powerhouses on their respective sides of the Trailways Conference are set to square off. The 17-5 Bulldogs from Pardeeville travel into the Nut House to take on the 10th-ranked team in Division 5, the Oakfield Oaks. We welcome you into the broadcast booth here on Radio Plus and Jeff's Livestreams. Makai Ackerman joined by Kaya and Taylor helping out on some cameras tonight, and we are so excited for you to join us on this Thursday evening for what should be a fantastic non-conference matchup. 16 seconds left of the JV game here. We'll switch to this main camera so you can see that, but it looks like the Bulldogs from Pardeeville should take care of the Oaks, no problem in this JV contest. 65-53 is what the score is now. We'll see if that changes. A nice shot by Kaya on the Oaks getting ready to come out, but before that, we'll step aside, run a few ads, and when we come back, we're talking about Pardeeville.
Angling Only Guide Service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal, Oil, and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on Radio Plus and Jeff's Livestreams. We're excited to have you along with us. Want to shout out all of our lovely sponsors and shout out all of you in that YouTube comment section. Make sure you drop something down there. Which team you're rooting for, your favorite player, where you're watching from, how your day was. We love hearing from you. And the guys who watch these games back, they tell us they do. They love knowing that their friends or their family members were rooting for them as well. Let's look at the Bulldogs from Pardeeville, starting with some individual statistics. Leading the team in points, the junior guard, Devin Jerome, 20.5 points per game, shooting over 50% from the field and nearly 35% from behind the three-point arc. Behind him, the junior Julian Wells, 16.9 points per game, 46% from the field, and 35% from behind the arc. Rounding out that top three, another junior, Cody Gentz this time, 9.1 points per game, and get this, a 58% field goal percentage for the junior. Moving on to rebounds, Cody Gentz gets this one as well, 11.5 rebounds per game, 6 of those coming on the defensive end, an impressive 5.7 of those coming offensively. Devin Jerome, the junior on this list as well, 5.9 rebounds per game for the junior. Almost over 4 of those coming from the defensive end. And Julian Wells once again rounds out that top 3 with 4 rebounds on the dot per game. Moving on to assists, Devin Jerome, 5.1 assists per game. Julian Wells just under 3 assists per game. And Bodie Johansson, the senior, getting on the statistical list here with just over 2 assists per game. In their last 5, the Bulldogs are 3-2. Losses back on the 3rd and 6th to conference opponents in Marquezan and Randolph. And as I'm going to explain here shortly, those were big losses. They lost to Marquezan by 3 and to Randolph by 2. Wins against Cambria Friesland on the 10th, Rio on the 12th, and Montello on the 17th. Those are big losses coming in here tonight for Pardeeville, as they will now sit second in the Trailways West Conference standings. Marquezan holds the 1-game advantage over them, and with Pardeeville's schedule, no more conference games on there to make it up. So those 2 losses at the beginning of the month were very pivotal. Pardeeville is still a fantastic team, but will not be conference champions. Let's take a look at these team stats for the Bulldogs. Points scored per game, they average 66.4 while allowing 52.8. That's a point differential of 13.5 points per game, meaning on average, they score 13.5 more than their opponent per game. Field goal percentage for the Bulldogs as a team, 46% on the dot. 3-point percentage, 30.2%. And free throw percentage, 62%. Rebounds on the season, 704. That gives them a rebound per game of 32. Assists per game for the Bulldogs, 12.8. Steals per game, just under 8. And blocks per game, 1.5. Turnovers per game for Pardeeville, just under 9. Fouls per game, 11.5. And in their last 10 games, they are 7-3. Total record on the year, 17-5. And they are 11-2 in conference. We'll step aside, run a few more ads, and when we come back, we're talking about the home team, the Mighty Oaks.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork. farm fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Welcome back to the pregame show on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus. The Oaks went into the locker room. We were trying to get a shot of them as we talk about them, but that's all right. They'll be out shortly. 9 minutes left in warm-ups here before these teams go at it, but let's take a look at Oakfield. Leading the team in points, the senior guard, Brody Colleen, 15.5 points per game, shooting 46% from the field, 43% from the three-point line, and 75% from the charity stripe. Behind him, the senior Braden Glugla, 13.5 points per game, over 50% from the field, and 33% from the three-point arc. He doesn't shoot too many, but when he does, he makes about a third of them. Bo Bile, the big 6'7" senior, rounding out the top three, 11.5 points per game for him, shooting a 58.4 field goal percentage. Moving on to rebounds, Bo Bile once again, just under 13 rebounds per game, nearly 9 of them coming on the defensive end. Braden Glugla sitting on the dot at 5 rebounds per game, and Brody Colleen the same 3, 4.1 for the senior. Xavier Milkey, the sophomore, leads this Oaks team in assists with 3.7. He plays very good defense, but he can pass the ball and he facilitates very well for his age. Braden Glugla, 3 assists per game, and Bo Bile, 2.7. Their last 5, they are 5-0. And I want to draw your attention to this last win this past Tuesday against Horicon. It clinched the conference once again for the Mighty Oaks as you see them running back out of their tunnel here. A fantastic shot from Kaya down there on the court. But the Oaks, with beating Horicon on Tuesday, clinched the Trailways East Conference Championship for a 3rd year in a row. They remain undefeated in conference, and they continue to cruise through all of their competition. Like I said, 5-0 in their last 5, beating Horicon, Mayville, Valley Christian, Princeton Green Lake, and Central Wisconsin Christian. Team stats for the Oakfield Oaks. Points scored per game, 62.9. Points against, 45.8, moving their point differential to 17 points per game. Field goal percentage as a team, 47.3%. Three-point percentage is sitting at around 33%. And their free throw percentage, something you'll hear head coach Jason Colleen talk about quite often. Not where they necessarily want it, but it has gone up. Their free throw percentage currently is sitting at 56.5%. Rebounds per game for the Oaks, they average 34.5. Assists per game, 15.2. Just over 8 steals per game. And 2.3 blocks per game. Turnovers per game for the Oaks, 11.9, just under the 12 mark. Fouls per game, sitting at 0.6. I don't think their fouls are quite up to date because according to Bound here at least, they only have 12 fouls on the entire season. And I know for a fact that's incorrect. Their last 10, they are 9-1. That's what I've got for the Mighty Oaks, who currently sit, like I said, undefeated in conference, and 18-3 overall, the 10th ranked team in Division 5. We'll step aside, run a few more ads, and when we come back, we're talking about the insights given from head coach Jason Colleen.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great...
No coaches interview for you tonight. We apologize for not getting that done. But I want to draw your attention to something that happened Tuesday. We talked about it. The Oaks clinched conference once again. And in the post-game, I got the chance to interview 3 of the seniors on this team, that being Bo Bile, Brody Colleen, and Braden Glugla, as well as head coach Jason Colleen. And some of the things they emphasized to me was that, hey, this is a big accomplishment for them, another conference championship, but the job's not finished. That's not what they want. Obviously, they're undefeated in conference. They have a fantastic record overall. They're not really worried about that ranking, though. They're worried about going to state and making it far in the tournament. That's what this team is about. Jason Killeen has constantly preached that, hey, this was a big win on Tuesday night, but the team has to stay level-headed moving forward. They've still got a couple of games left here in the regular season. Now, let's see if I can pull up this Oakfield schedule real quick. But besides the regular season games that they have coming up still, playoffs are just around the corner, and that's a lot. It's a whole different beast. So Pardeeville tonight, and then on the 20th, which is actually tomorrow, they play Hustisford, and then Montello rounding out their regular season next week. They play Hustisford in Hustisford tomorrow, back at home for what I would assume to be senior night on the 26th against Montello. But like I said, a couple of more games left here in the regular season, but Jason Killeen emphasized that, hey, big win, we're going to go celebrate it right now, but the job's not finished. We have to keep a level head. Playoffs are around the corner, and that is a different beast. Teams get competitive, and things happen all the time. Regular season records only matter for a little bit. They matter for seeding, and after that, anything can happen. That's what I've got for our portion of a little bit of insight from the team. We'll step aside one more time, hear from a few sponsors, and when I come back, we're talking about keys to the game for both the Bulldogs and the Oaks.
Place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Welcome back one final time before we kick you away into the national anthem and starting lineups here in the Nut House. But first, we want to talk about keys to the game for both these teams. Let's start first with the Bulldogs from Pardeeville. Now, going to be a tough night for them overall, but one thing they have to battle with is shooting percentages. Both of these teams, the Oaks kind of have an advantage from the field and from the three-point range specifically, but pretty marginally. Where I'm specifically talking about is from that free throw line. Coach Jason Killeen and players have preached that they've got to be better from the charity stripe. They have a 6% differential, does Pardeeville, over Oakfield in that category already on the season. And if tonight they can manage to capitalize when they're at the line, it could be the difference maker between a win or a loss tonight. As far as the Oaks go, they've got to continue to win the rebound battle, but also focus on the turnovers. On average, they're averaging about 4 more turnovers per game than the Pardeeville Bulldogs are. And on top of that, the steals per game for both these teams are about equal. So as far as the turnover department, Pardeeville definitely has an advantage. Oakfield's got to step up their game on that front tonight. With that being said, we will kick you aside one more final set of ads before we get the national anthem and starting lineups here in the Nut House.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield Athletics and tonight's game.
Beautiful rendition by a senior here in Oakfield. Gotta love it when the students come out and sing the national anthem, and she did a fantastic job. I wish I could have caught her name, but all kudos are deserved on that one. We will cut on over down to Kaya's cam here as we get ready for the starting lineups from the Bulldogs. One more acknowledgement here for the officials and the trainer. Without the officials and the trainer, these games are not possible, so the utmost respect and thanks to them as well. Amy Bold, the trainer tonight. I didn't catch the officials' names. Sometimes I think they prefer it that way. All right, let's start with the starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Julian Wells. Number 2, Bodie Johansson. Number 3, Devin Jerome. Number 10, Brady Daldner. And number 30, Cody Gentz. Coached by Chris Lindert. Let's move on over to the Oaks on the other side of the court. The Trailways East Conference champions as of Tuesday. A sophomore, number 3, Xavier Milky. A senior, number 5, Braden Glugla. A senior, number 14, Carson Fisher. A senior, number 21, Bo Bile. And a senior, number 32, Brody Colleen. The Oaks coached by head coach Jason Colleen. We are all set to go from the Nut House. 36 minutes of what's going to be a good game. Both of these teams sitting at very good records. Oakfield first in the Trailways East, Pardeeville second in the Trailways West. And a nice shot of jump ball out there at midcourt. It's going to be Bo Bile against the big Cody Gentz for the Bulldogs. Thank you all for tuning in on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Leave something down in that YouTube comment section as we get underway. And we are. Jump ball. Tipped on back to Glugla. Inside to Fisher. He's blocked from behind. Back outside for Colleen. And it's an air ball. A quick start for the Bulldogs defensively. And they'll take over on the offensive end now. Dish to the corner and a pump fake. Now inside the perimeter. A little jumper. And the first points go to Brady Daldner. Oakfield looking to slow it back down and regroup. Xavier Milky to the right side after he crosses half court. Back to Milky on the perimeter. He doesn't shoot too many. He's good at passing, though. There's one inside to Glugla, and he gets the scoring done for the Oakfield Oaks. Oakfield student section getting loud as always. Couple early passes here from the Bulldogs. Jump inside, spin around. Off the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by the Mighty Oaks. Bo Bile stands near the elbow. Up to Xavier Milkey. Cross-court pass back inside to Bile. Now Bile all the way across. Milkey from three. He goes off the top of the rim, and it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. They try to push it quickly. Down low, spin around jumper. Off the back of the iron. Couple of Bulldogs there to pick up the rebound. Bo Bile from behind possibly got a hand on it. Gens goes back up, no good. And Bile rips it down with a couple of elbows. Quick dish to Colleen. Back up to Milkey. A minute and a half in, still tied at 2. Carson Fisher, lob pass down low, nearly knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Oaks. 16-12 left in the first half. Nice shot by Kaya down on the baseline. Carson Fisher inbound now for the Oaks. Comes right into Braden Glugla. Glugla, cross-court pass to Colleen. Nearly lost it. Tries to go down low, and there's Cody Gens for Pardeeville. Quickly bringing it down. Mills goes inside. Couple of bounces. Milkey, bounce pass down to the baseline. Backdoor pass, tipped out of bounds. It stays with Oakfield. Brody Colleen now. Up top to Glugla, just inside the perimeter. Thought about shooting, instead drives. Gets it blocked away, and it's taken down by Julian Wells. He tries to split the needle. Now Xavier Milkey on the other end. An easy layup, and 2 more to the Oakfield Oaks total. Oakfield, their first lead of the night, 2.5 minutes in. Baseline here for Dahlgner. Back up top for Johansson. He swings it left. Near the free throw line. Good defense by Milkey. Spin around, another step, and the floater is good from Wells. Tied at 4, 3 minutes in. Tic-tac-toe up top. Down low now for Glugla. Inside to Carson Fisher. Hit off the side of the backboard. Came right back to Glugla. Now to Bile. Out to Milkey. Quick passing here from the Oaks. Looking for the right shot. Working inside, outside. Left side now. Colleen, hand in his face. In and out, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Barely kept alive, but Cody Gens picks himself up a board. Bulldogs along the other end, and that's going to be an offensive foul. First one on the night for either team is going to go against Pardeeville and Devin Jerome. I want to thank all of you for tuning in here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. I know I've said it a couple of times now, but leave something in that YouTube comment section. We want to hear from you, and the players watching these games back would love to hear from you as well. Milkey brings it right, hand off to Fisher. Couple of screens set by Glugla. Down low, baseline, up and under, rolls around. Fight for the rebound, falls into Pardeeville's hands. Quick pass to the left side, now to the wing. A drive, a spin, shot put up, rimmed around. Comes back out to the Bulldogs. Chippy on defense are the Oaks. Pump fake, drive, floater, no good. Another one, Bo Bile gets a hand on it. It's blocked. Pardeeville continues to get the rebounds. Third chance, even fourth chance points. Back outside, another triple. This one they make. It was inevitable, but Devin Jerome finally laid the hammer. Pardeeville with a 3-point lead. Milkey to Fisher, back to Milkey. Back to Fisher. Oaks like to work this inside-outside. There they're going to go outside. Xavier Milkey a triple. He's trying to answer, no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Julian Wells, one of the team leading juniors on this Pardeeville team. A team that's really headed up by juniors, their top 3 scorers. Another one outside, and it's good. Back-to-back triples for Devin Jerome, and a timeout from the Oaks. 10-4, 12:41 left in the first.
Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
Oakfield Elevator is a proud sponsor of high school sports. You see, Oakfield Elevator custom manufactures animal feed. They also receive dry store and market grain. Oakfield Elevator offers poultry and wild bird seeds, bagged shell corn, and wildlife, and a lot more. Oakfield Elevator has de-icing and softener salts too. Oakfield Elevator at 280 North Main Street, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Head coach Jason Killeen of the Oaks is a very vocal guy. You can usually hear what he's saying if he's not too pleased with his team. During that break, a full timeout coming from the Oaks, he said, hey, they're outmanning us. We've got to get bodies down in the paint, get somebody down there, and get the rebounds. They cannot be allowing these third and fourth chance points. And you've seen it pay dividends now for Pardeeville, who find themselves up by 6. J.J. Lanning, the 6th man, checking in for the first time tonight for the Oaks. Outside to Milkey. Quick work to Killeen. He takes a triple. Trying to answer, no good. Quickly down the other way. Another 3 coming, and it's good. The timeout has not cooled off Devin Jerome. 3 straight threes. This game was tied at 4 a matter of moments ago. The hot hand of Jerome has really catapulted Pardeeville to a 9-point lead. Lanning working deep on the wing, back over to Milkey. He drives, good dish down to Glugla, pump fakes, waits for the block, and puts it in. Oakfield ends the scoring drought. Oaks got to work on getting inside, getting the rebounds, but also guarding Devin Jerome from behind the arc. He's been red hot. He spins and dishes back outside. Oakfield student section trying to get alive. Another one, Jerome. This one off the front of the rim and bounces away into the hands of Xavier Milkey. He'll pick up another rebound. Milkey deep at the top of the key. Pass to the right side. Lanning can make from 3. He does! J.J. Lanning checks into the game and gets the Oaks triple game going. Only a 4-point lead now for Pardeeville. Dogner to the right side. Gens is going to try to take one. In and out. Oaks slow it up. Still down by 4. Milkey inside. Dish outside. Back to Bile. In and out, in and out. Killeen back down to Bile. Been very quiet on the night. Now Xavier Milkey tries again. He goes short. Off the front of the iron and into the hands of the Bulldogs. 10:22 and counting in the first. A 4-point lead for Pardeeville. Screen set by Dogner. Jerome, pass to the right side. Newly checked in Zach Heinman. Left side now for Cody Gens. Back up top for Dogner. He works on the wing. Good screen set. Ball poked away from behind. It rolls out of bounds. Last touch by Glugla. Donna checking in as always. Yup, we're here. Number 24 is Henry's grandparents watching from Florida again. Congrats to the 2 Oaks JV teams who won earlier. That's exactly right. Donna, grandparents of Henry Drozdkowski, always checking in from Florida. We appreciate your continued patronage. Love to hear you in that comment section. We look forward to it. Inside, one more step, a floater off the back of the rim. Rebound by Jerome, he spins away. Takes his extra dribbles. Pardeeville looking for another second chance opportunity. They go inside and they're gonna call it travel. Julian Wells not too fond of the call. And there's the Oakfield student section that we have grown to love, usually led by the senior Lincoln Lobbs, who is quite vocal himself. Right side for Glugla, thought about a jumper. There's J.J. Lanning, moves inside, and he got fouled on the hand. Would have rather had the jumper from the elbow, but he'll take the Pardeeville second foul. Henry Drozdkowski newly checked in for the Oaks. There's Lanning once again. Screen set by Drozdkowski. Colleen thought about pumping it. Instead, they go back to Lanning. Down to Bile, right through his legs, and into the hands of Zach Heinman. Couple of moves from Jerome. Up top for Chance Millard. He goes left side for Heinman. Wells thought about it again. Instead goes right side, back up to Devin Jerome. Red hot earlier from behind the arc, hasn't taken a couple of shots since. Now a jumper from the elbow. It goes short. Good box out by Drozdkowski, and he gets himself a rebound. J.J. Lanning, screen set by Bile both ways. Now Lanning takes it from the corner, off the back of the iron. Game has stagnated at 13-9 for quite a while now. Spin around from Wells. He goes back inside, a pretty move, and he gets the finish to top it off. Brody Colleen inside to Bo Bile. Back to Glugla, baseline. Off the glass, add 2 more to his point total. (15-11), 4-point lead for Pardeeville. 8 minutes and counting in the first. Screen set, Jerome spins inside, dish back outside. Wells had a wide open look, didn't want it. Instead goes through some contact and puts up a jumper in the paint. J.J. Lanning across the logo. Looking for a place to go. Finds Glugla. He takes a deep 3 from the wing, and it's good. We talk about it. Braden Glugla doesn't shoot too much from behind the arc. But on the season, he's 1 for 3 when he's there. Percentage has probably moved up a little bit now with that made one. He takes so frequent. Three-point lead. Jump pass, Glugla tips it out of bounds, nearly into the fans. Carson Fisher coming back in. He'll take out Henry Drozdkowski, who has been one of those players off the bench. Now a quick steal by Braden Glugla. He'll try for the layup. Gets the foul, can't get the bounce in. As I was saying, Drozdkowski's been one of those players who's had productive first halves for the Oak this season. Really relied on him coming off the bench, but he also plays good defense, and we've seen that here tonight. Had a nice box out and a couple of rebounds. And now after the third team foul for Pardeeville, Braden Glugla is at the line. His first one is good. He'll shoot one more. Not before Devin Jerome checks back in for Pardeeville. He had about a 30-second breather. So brief that I didn't even have to mention it. After everything going on out there, Glugla will finally get his second. Makes both, and it's a one-point game. Just under 7 in the first. Ball brought up by Wells, the leading scorer for this Pardeeville team. He's down to a knee. Goes inside, blocked by Bile. Quickly back to Glugla, and he slams it home. Braden Glugla takes the lead back for Oakfield. Fantastic block by Bile, the pass from Fisher, and the slam dunk from Braden Glugla. That has fired the Oakfield Oaks student section up. Oaks team down by 9 not too long ago. Now up by 1. That's taken right back away by the man who put Pardeeville up by 9 in the first place. Devin Jerome back on the board with a layup. Inside, outside. Fisher from the right side. Back to the wing. Lanning, wide open. Too far. Fight for the rebound. Still bobbled around. Out of bounds. No. Kept in by Wells near the baseline. Him and Bile were fighting for it. Now Wells drives. Stops. Goes back up strong. Can't get a call. Bo Bile gets a rebound. Brody Colleen, wide open 3. In and out. Can't give him too many of those opportunities, as he will most likely make them. Now Bo Bile fights to keep it alive for the Oaks. Defense nearly fell apart. Glugla's going to try it again. Why not? Oakfield had multiple chances there. And Pardeeville not too happy with what they're doing as well. They'll take a 30-second to talk it over. We'll take it with them.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Something to note nearly 18 minutes into this game, or excuse me, 15 minutes into this game rather, the Oaks have yet to pick up a foul. Only 3 for Pardeeville to their credit, but it's been a pretty clean game on both sides. Pardeeville with a 1-point lead, just over 5 minutes left to play in the first half. And they have possession of the ball. It'll be the red-hot Devin Jerome, the 6'3 junior, to bring it up for him. Tosses to Julian Wells. Back down low. Move inside. No good. Colleen gets a rebound. Quickly down to Lanning. Pivots around, finds Bile. Bile takes a floater. Spins around the rim, and Bo Bile is finally on the board. Oakfield takes the lead right back. Xavier Milkey trying to play tight defense. Giving some space to Cody Gentz on the perimeter. Now a jumper from Jerome. And there's Xavier Milkey picking up another rebound. Lanning up to Milkey. Back to Lanning, wide open. Corner 3. Bang! J.J. Lanning has been a fantastic 6th man off the bench tonight from Oakfield, as he usually is. A perimeter threat when he is on, and tonight, that's the way it's looking. Inside now, Jerome, good dish out. Corner 3, can't connect with that one. Ball tipped away, fight for it out of bounds. Who's it off of? Goes the Oaks' way. Oakfield a 4-point lead now with 3:50 left in this first. Still yet to pick up a foul and have rallied back from what was a 9-point deficit. Head coach Colleen has preached being physical in his timeout talks. Lanning spins around, finds Milkey across the court. Now to Carson Fisher, trying to go down low to Bile. He does, off the glass, gets fouled, and can't get the lucky bounce. It bobbled up there like a Plinko ball for a while, but eventually fell on out. Good shot of the student section here by Kaya as Bile gets ready to shoot his first. And he makes the first. Lead grows to 5, the largest of Oakfield's day so far. Braden Glugla checks back in for J.J. Lanning, who's played a heck of a game off the bench, and head coach Colleen letting him know it. Bile no good on the second. Lead will stay at 5. Jerome brings it across the logo. Screen set by Wells. Back to Wells. He moves inside, back out. Toss this time to Bodie Johansson, who's been quiet in this one. Wing 3, and it's good. Off of the hands of Brady Dogner, who scored the first points tonight for Pardeeville, but has been practically non-existent since. He brings it back to 2. Pass deep in the corner for Glugla. He's pressured by Johansson. He comes up and under. Can't get it to fall. Bile fights for a rebound. Now Glugla comes away with it. Glugla moves back in, waits a minute, goes back up, and there he goes. Second chance points for Braden Glugla. Extends the lead to 4. And a bench warning coming against Pardeeville. I don't think head coach Chris Lindert was too happy about not getting a foul call underneath. And the officials letting him know he's not going to mess around with it. A bench warning here in the first half for Pardeeville could get dangerous as one more thing comes out of his mouth. It could very easily be a technical. Screen set. The other way. Dish to the corner, poked away from behind. Good defensive play from Brody Colleen, who's tossed down the court. Tic-tac-toe. Colleen with a layup. There it is. What a pretty play, just like you draw it up in practice. And a 6-point lead now, and the first foul coming against Xavier Milkey, and the Pardeeville fans love it. They have been begging for one all night, and it took 16 minutes into this first half for Oakfield to be called for a team foul. Wells spins around. Dish up top to Johansson. Up to Jerome. Deep at the top of the key. Screen set by Wells. Screen set on both sides. Jerome spins inside the paint. Floater shot, no good. Tip back out into the hands of Milkey. He finds Colleen. Back the other way for Glugla. Puts it up off the glass. What a pass from Colleen. And the finish from Braden Glugla. Lead grows to 8 now for Oakfield. They have found their stride offensively. Spin around, jumper from Jerome, no good. Pardeeville fans not happy without getting any of the calls. 1:02 left in the first, 8-point lead for Oakfield, and they got the ball. Glugla goes inside, gets it poked away, kept in bounds, and they'll say he stepped out now. Braden Glugla hit the deck hard, but eventually gets back up after fighting through a lot of contact, no foul call, but the Oaks have gotten away with some too. Inbound pass to Glugla on the right side. He sets a screen now for Colleen. Colleen takes a jumper with a hand in his face, doesn't hit anything. Who's it touch off of though? Cody Gantz got a hand on it, and it stays Oakfield's way. Been a pretty heated matchup so far here in the Nut House. Pardeeville's fans and coaching staff not too pleased with the calls they're getting. Down low to Glugla, backhanded layup, and the lead's up to 10. A 19-point swing from not too long ago. Pardeeville led by 9 off of the hot hand coming from Devin Jerome, and now Oakfield has really turned things around. Jumper from Wells near the elbow. Hits off the glass. Diving for it on the ground. A fight ensues. What's the call? It's going to be a jump ball. Braden Glugla dove in, try to get that ball out of there. Fought with a couple of Bulldogs. And he'll take the result of a jump ball with 15 seconds left on the clock. Stays Pardeeville's way. They're down by 10. Need a basket in the worst way. Jerome, top of the key. 10 seconds and counting. He moves to the wing, dish to the corner. Now a baseline drive and a foul call. Only the second team foul this half for Oakfield. Goes against Glugla. He picks up his first. 5 seconds to work with now for Pardeeville. Got to inbound it. They get it to Gentz. Back up top for Jerome. He has to turn around. Put up a shot. No, he tosses. Then the shot. And it's no good. A 10-point lead for the Mighty Oaks heading into halftime after a very contested first half here in the Nut House. Want to thank all of you for joining us on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. We'll take a quick break and come back with some halftime analysis real quickly.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome back to the halftime show here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. 32-22 at half. The Oaks take a 10-point lead into the locker room, and they are feeling pretty good. Let's run you through some of those stats from the first half. Scoring for the Bulldogs, they only had 3. At the bottom of that 3 is number 10, Brady Dogner. He had 5. Julian Wells had 6. And then Devin Jerome, 3 triples and a little layup inside for him for a total of 11. That brings him to 22. It felt like a lot more than that at first, but they definitely cooled down towards the latter stages of that first half. And only 3 scorers. They've got to be a little more diversive here if they want to have a chance in the second. Let's move on to the Oaks side, where they have 5 different scorers. Brody Colleen with a pair. Bo Bile with 3. Xavier Milkey with a pair as well. J.J. Lanning with 6. And you're thinking, well, I just listed 4 scorers, and we're not even close to 32 yet. You want to know why? Because Braden Glugla for the Oaks has 19 first-half points. Let me say that again. Braden Glugla has 19 first-half points. He averages 13.5 points per game. He has crushed that average in the first half and is poised for a big second half here to keep on pushing these Oaks to the victory, obviously, tonight. It's a big non-conference matchup against Pardeeville, and the Oaks have really risen to the occasion. They found themselves down by 9 early in that first half. Devin Jerome of the Pardeeville Bulldogs hit a couple of threes, 3 in a row to be exact. They went on a 9-0 scoring run that was finally put down, but it felt like everything was going their way, and then Oakfield slowly but surely started making their way back, hitting a couple of threes, going inside. A slam dunk really changed things around coming from Glugla. And then they found themselves up by 10. That's where they sit right now. And with just over 3 minutes left on that halftime clock, we'll step aside, run a few more ads. And when we come back, second half action here from the Nut House in Oakfield.
Operations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship.
Welcome back here. I apologize. We're having some technical difficulties. Our camera seems to have went out, so we're going to have to stick with this portable unit for a while until we can figure out what the heck is going on. But we are 34 seconds into this one, and an intentional foul was just called against Pardeeville. So Braden Glugla, as you see down there, is going to get a couple of free throws, and Oakfield will stay with the possession. I just wanted to update you as to what is going on. Again, everything was fine through that first half and through halftime, and just as we were about to come back, our main camera decided to stop working. So, again, we're going to stick with that portable unit, try our best here to fix it to the best of our ability. But until then, bear with us as we continue here with this sideline camera. Oaks have an inbound and an 11-point lead. Bile over to Glugla. He comes back up top. Now to the corner. Carson Fisher finds Glugla down low, and he is up to 22 points on the night. The other end now. Wells drives, goes into contact, and it's a blocking foul on Glugla, his second of the night. An inbound pass. Spinning around, and Jerome puts two more in. Lead back down to 11. Couple of passes around. Xavier Milkey over to Carson Fisher. Now to Glugla on the right side. Inside, and Brody Colleen adds two to his point total. Again, I'm trying to get this fixed as fast as possible, so please bear with us here, folks, as we are working through a couple of technical difficulties. We're going to keep it right here, and I'm going to mute my mic so I can try to figure this camera out quick. All righty, welcome back. We got a main camera working again, so we're going to try our hardest to coordinate with that as we try to update everything around here. Currently a 39-26 ball game. Oakfield has 3 fouls, which is quite a few compared to what they had back in that first half, especially at the point that they were at. Dogner brings it around, dump off to Wells. He kicks outside. Dish back to Dogner. Now Jerome makes a move in the paint. Trying to find Wells, he does. He spins, goes up strong, and gets fouled. The 4th Oakfield foul in 3 minutes here in the second half. Again, we want to appreciate you sticking with us even through these technical difficulties. Had to switch out cameras that entire way. So we are going to get a close-up shot here on Kaya's cam. Bo Biles got something on his jersey, so we're going to get a quick just 20-second timeout so he can go get that rubbed off. Again, 39-27, 14:53 left on the clock. 14 fouls for Oakfield, 1 for Pardeeville. And we want to apologize for the technical difficulties we had there a moment ago. We had to switch to an entirely different camera set, which definitely is not something that we traditionally have to do mid-game. So we will try to go with this camera the rest of the way. We know it might not look as good as the first one, but again, we appreciate you sticking with us anyway. Second free throw is good. That brings the lead back down to 11. Under 15 minutes left to play. Milky, right side for Fisher. Fisher moves in, back to Milky. Xavier Milky goes baseline. He's sealed off nicely. Finds Carson Fisher at the top of the key. Now Brody Colleen. Looking for a pass, instead takes his dribbles. Brings it back to the logo, trying to set that offense up. Glugla, who's over 20 points on the night, holds it. Makes a move, thought about a jumper. Instead goes to Drazkowski. Henry Drazkowski, who checked in for Bo Bile, goes in and out, and yet to pick up his first points. Now Devin Jerome, good kick outside. Corner 3, too long. And the Oaks looking to capitalize on what could have been a nice chance for Pardeeville to gain some momentum back. Drazkowski spins around just outside the paint, takes a dribble, dishes out. Now here comes Milky. He goes up and gets stuffed. No, they call it a foul. Goes against Bodie Johansson. Second of the half, and sends Xavier Milky to the free throw line to shoot 2. And Bo Bile looks like he's got to go change his jersey. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he will head to the locker room to change jersey, and I believe he'll be playing as number 13 the rest of the way once he comes back out. Donna, thank you for saying the new camera looks good. We scraped it together as fast as we could. I don't think I've ever changed out a camera that quickly in my entire life, but with what kind of game this has been, didn't want to miss much of the action. Xavier Milky good on his first free throw, and I was wrong. Bo Bile will check back in now as number 15. So a number switch for one of the seniors here on Oakfield. They hold a 12-point lead, 13:39 left on the clock, and one more free throw coming from Milky. In and out and back on in. Rimmed around the rim for a while, but the lead grows to 13. Dogner. Top of the key goes left side to Gentz, one of the leading scorers for this team, but he's been extremely quiet for Pardeeville. Back outside, good dish to Heineman. Inside pass and a push. See who they call it on the Oaks. Gonna go against Xavier Milkey. The sophomore picks up his second foul and team's fifth foul. At this point in the first half, Oakfield had yet to pick up a team foul. Now they have more in the second than they did in the whole first combined. 3 coming from Heineman. And the lead's back to 10. Little momentum here for Pardeeville. Still down by 10, but a very physical game down low. Bo Bile moves inside, looking for a pass back outside. Dishes to Glugla. He goes up and gets fouled. Again, want to shout out our camera operators tonight. Kaya's done a fantastic job on the portable shot, which you're seeing now. And Taylor up next to me running this main camera. She used to have a big screen where she could see the entire court practically at once. And now with us having to switch cameras, she has to look through this tiny little screen to keep on the action. So kudos to her as well as Kaya for providing these fantastic shots here tonight. Glugla makes the first of his free throws, extends the lead back to 11. And make it 12. Nobody's down there to pick up the rebound. Finally coming down is Devin Jerome. Excuse me, the inbound pass. Jerome tightly guarded by Glugla, taking his space in the lane, and they're gonna call Glugla on another one. Puts him at 6, and Glugla's third now. Looks like he'll be coming to take a seat on the bench. Henry Drazkowski checking back in. The Oaks are special. They run about a 7-man rotation. They obviously have the 5 starters. And then usually off the bench comes J.J. Lanning and Henry Drazkowski, and they are pivotal players to the depth of this Oakfield team. Speaking of Lanning, he stands deep on the right wing. Drazkowski makes a move inside, boxes out his man, but Lanning went the other way. Now dishes it to Milkey deep in the corner. Bile down low, a quiet night for his standards. He goes up strong and gets 2 more off the window. Pardeeville trying to push the envelope. Got to get going. Cody Gentz tosses over to Jerome. Now he drives, takes his space off the glass and 1. And maybe that'll get the Pardeeville crowd back into it. That is the 7th team foul now for Oakfield. And it will send Pardeeville into bonus. Couple substitutions for both sides. Under 12 left to play. And the and 1 free throw coming from Devin Jerome. He's good on it. Lead's been hovering around that 11-point mark. And that's where it stays after the completed 3-point play. Quick bounce pass down to Bile. Worked on his defender. No look pass to Drazkowski, who finishes off the glass. Henry Drazkowski finally getting on the board. Now a screen set, and they're gonna call it an illegal screen. Take another look at it, and I was too late on the replay. I apologize. So much going on up here in the broadcast booth. 11:30 left on the clock. 13-point lead for the Oaks. Have commanded the later stages of the first and have just kept their foot on the metal in this second half. Lanning thought about a catch and shoot, instead tries to dish to Drazkowski once again, but he airmailed it. Quick inbound pass for Pardeeville. running out of time to get going. This time a wing three, there it is. Chance Millard brings it back to 10. Now to Colleen, trying to answer. He's short. J.J. Lanning tiptoes the baseline to keep it in and get a rebound. Henry Drozdkowski hits the deck hard. Now Lanning, and that's going to be a foul. A hard one from Zach Heineman. That's his third, team's fifth. I feel like you really couldn't argue that one. Ball finds its way down to Bile. Fakes the pass, looks around. Now finds the pass. There's Drozdkowski again. And you talk about that 7-man rotation. Well, it's coming out in full effect here for Oakfield. Braden Glugla, the leading scorer for both of these teams on the night, has sat on the bench, and his teammates have kept him in this game. Back out to Jerome, trying to answer with a three. Unlike that first half, he can't get it to fall. About to eclipse the 10-minute mark in half number 2. J.J. Lanning all alone. Instead, he passes it down to Bo Bile. Bile goes up strong, couple of bounces off the back of the iron, no good. Devin Jerome stops at the wing, waits for a screen. Sealed off by Lanning. Back inside, Millard brings it out. Tight defense here from the Oaks. And now Jerome backs it up, starts to direct his offense. Cross-court pass all the way over to Millard in the corner. Screen set, back to Jerome. Thought about a step-back three. J.J. Lanning tries to pressure. Spin move. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound picked up by Millard. Kick back out. Pardeeville going to have another chance at it. Tight defense here from the Oaks as they continue to persevere. 12-point lead, under 9 left to go now. Here's Millard from the corner. No good. Biles there with a rebound. It trickles out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off a Bile. Genson Wells checking back in now for Pardeeville. Over 100 viewers alone checked in on this Jeff's live stream. I want to thank all of you for it. Leave something down in that YouTube comment section. We've heard from Donna, but want to hear the rest of you. A late foul call on J.J. Lanning and an and one bucket for the newly checked in Julian Wells. He could bring this lead back to single digits. Spins around the rim and can't go in. That's what it's looked like pretty much the entire second half tonight for Pardeeville. Still down by 10, but Carson Fisher decides to pass it to his student section. And that gives Pardeeville possession right back. Still down by 10, but it feels like momentum could be swinging. Getting things figured out on the other end of the court. The official very adamant that Devin Jerome tucks his jersey in. And now that it's finally tucked away, we can inbound the ball on the other end of the court. Right side for Jerome. Takes his space in the lane, dish back outside. Now Dogner, wide open three, bang! And Pardeeville is starting to get it going. Only down by 7. Their fans erupting, and the defense getting tighter. Carson Fisher near the charity stripe. Dish outside, now inside to Bile. If you're just joining us, Bo Bile tonight wearing number 15. After something was on his jersey and they couldn't get it off, the officials made him change. Braden Glugla and one. And that's the kind of night the senior's had. It feels like every time he shoots, he makes it. And as I was saying, it felt like momentum was swinging back Pardeeville's way. Well, you can kiss that thing goodbye. Glugla will shoot the and one to try to get it back to a 10-point lead. And that's exactly what he does. 52-42, 7:58 left on the scoreboard. Wells just hands off to Jerome. Screen set, pass to the corner, back to the wing, to the top of the key. Wells drives, takes a stop, and he's stuffed by Bile. Glugla the other way, bang! Braden Glugla slams it home. And the Oaks continue to rock the building. The second slam of Braden Glugla's illustrious night. He has been nothing short of fantastic. Now some more yelling from the Pardeeville fans, as looks like Braden Glugla was possibly drawing a little blood on the finger. Officials wait for him. And now there's blood on the court, it looks like. So both teams will go over to their respective benches while we can get that cleaned up. Not sure how long that's going to take. Somebody's got to find a towel around here. We'll step aside while they do it.
Getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Oak Central, your hub for great eats in Oakfield, is an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game, serving American classics and fish fry dinners like ale-battered shrimp, bluegill, and poor man's lobster. Oak Central, just like home, but with more friends, more food, and more fun. Follow Oak Central on Facebook for their menu and events. Oak Central, an honored supporter of Oakfield athletics and tonight's game.
This has been a game with things you don't see very often. There was a bench warning early in that first half, an intentional foul early in the second half. Bo Bile had to go change his jersey because of a substance on it. I think it was blood possibly, but that was in the middle of our camera fiasco where I didn't really get to catch it. And now a stoppage here for some stuff on the court. Finally, we're ready to play. A 12-point lead for the Oaks, but 2 free throws coming for Devin Jerome after the Carson Fisher foul. Excuse me, it's the 1-and-1. Rebound by Getz. He puts it back, and it's 2 anyway. Cody Gentz. Ten-point lead for the Oaks still. Carson Fisher drives, kicks back out. Screen set by Bile. Colleen thought about it, instead goes down to Bile. He takes his space, pushes off, and the layup doesn't go in. Now Bile from behind, pressuring hard. Wells able to get it back out. Jerome, deep on the left wing. Thought about a handoff, instead keeps it. Spins in the paint, fakes it up, then goes up. Rebound kicked out to Xavier Milkey. Want to shout out Bill. Bill from Pembine, Wisconsin. Thank you. No, thank you, Bill. Appreciate you tuning in. Dish out to Glugla. He'll take his space. He's feeling it tonight. Can't get that one to go, though. 10-point lead, just over 6 left to play. If it's go time for Pardeeville, it's right now. Jumper from Wells. There's 2 to start it. Julian Wells. Had a quiet night overall, but he's in double digits. Pass to Bile at the elbow. Back down. Thought about a reach-in foul. Instead, they take it away. Officials not calling any of it. Pardeeville moves inside. Now to Gentz. He'll go baseline. Dish back outside. Devin Jerome, step back. The wheels were turning in his head for a moment. Instead, back to Gentz. Goes up strong. No foul call. Xavier Milkey in transition. Over to Glugla. Stop from behind. And they're going to stay. It stays with the Oaks. I think Pardeeville is lucky they didn't even get a foul, so they're not going to complain about the out-of-bounds call. A couple of subs each for their respective teams. J.J. Lanning to inbound. Bo Bile goes up to Colleen. Back to Bile. Oakfield has an 8-point lead and is okay with wasting as much time as possible. They've dominated the first, at least the later stages of it, and they've dominated the second. Pardeeville with a little momentum, but that can be stifled quickly with a basket like that from Bile. Just over the head of his defender. 10-point lead now for Oakfield, back to double digits. The Bulldogs swinging around the arc. Out to Gentz, working along the line. He sets a screen after the dish. Now an elbow jumper, couple of bounces, and Bodie Johansson's shot makes its way in. Four and a half left to go. Pardeeville fans trying to fire up their squad. Lanning had a catch and shoot in the corner. Instead, brings it up top, gets it tipped away. Johansson picks it up. He's trapped in the backcourt. Gets it to Gentz, who finds Dogner. And a drive. Dish back to Gentz. Spins inside, goes outside. Screen set. Good passing here from Pardeeville. Being conservative. They do not want any turnovers. They also got an 8-point deficit to work with and under 4 minutes to get back in it. Back to Gentz, he takes a jumper. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound still fought for. And a foul going to be called against Pardeeville. Puts Oakfield in the bonus now. And a timeout by the Oaks. We'll take it with them. 56-48, an 8-point lead for Oakfield. But after the break, they're coming to the line to shoot two.
The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. The Oakfield Booster Club is a nonprofit organization that supports athletics and other projects that affect the youth of our community. The money raised helps to purchase athletic equipment, off-season programs, facility improvements, and more, scholarships, and many other items for the district in our community. The Oakfield Booster Club is a proud sponsor of the Oakfield Oaks in today's game. Log on to facebook.com/the Oakfield Booster Club.
Lincoln Lobbs getting that student section going in the roller coaster, as he always does here late in games. And usually they have a fun time doing it because they don't lose very much. Oakfield 18-3 on the season, as you see him finish up there. Undefeated in conference. Both of these teams have had very good seasons. Oakfield, a very senior-heavy team, while the top three scorers for Pardeeville are all juniors. They face an 8-point deficit, but could possibly be more after the sophomore Xavier Milkey gets to shoot a 1-and-1. It is good on the first. Carson Fisher checks back in for the Mighty Oaks. Milkey makes good on both. Go time for Pardeeville. A drive by Wells. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Bile. And he will just hand off to Xavier Milkey, no problem. Oaks content with draining that clock. Fisher on the wing. And no really sustained pressure coming from Pardeeville. Like I said, Oakfield will just pass it around. You see it there. Carson Fisher thought about a shot. Instead, wisely brings it back outside and keeps the minutes ticking. We're going to get a foul down low. Goes against Austin Deckert, his first, team's 8th. So Braden Glugla will shoot a 1-and-1 now. Glugla, short, picked up by Pardeeville. Still has a chance. Jerome spins inside, through some defenders, puts a shot up. Doesn't get a call and can't get the bucket. Now a foul called against number 15, Bo Bile. I lied, it's going to be 14, Carson Fisher. They are both in the area. Two free throws here from Julian Wells. Back to single digits on the first. Head coach Colleen telling his team to box out on this second one and grab the board if it's available. It's not. Wells makes good on both. And it's an 8-point game once again. Under 3 minutes left. A little bit of a press coming out and a screen set. And it's going to go against Glugla. It's an offensive against Glugla. And as it's an offensive, even though they're in bonus, or double bonus now rather, Pardeeville doesn't get to shoot. Instead, they get possession right back. With a score here, they could bring it to the closest point it's been in this second half in a long time. Instead, that doesn't happen, and a foul is called against Pardeeville as Brody Colleen fights for the rebound. One's going to go against Julian Wells, only his second, but team's 9th now. It'll send Brody Colleen to the line for what I believe is his first trip today. The 1-and-1, he's good on the first. Lead back to 9. Now, as it sits right now, that's still only a 3-possession game. And it's not like Pardeeville is unfamiliar with doing that. Devin Jerome hit 3 straight triples earlier in the first half to give Pardeeville a 9-point lead. Hypothetically, he could do that here and put him right back into this one. And what I believe to be the wrong call by the official. And they're going to go talk about it now. But I believe that ball should stay with Oakfield. And it does. They amend the call, and the student section, as well as Bo Bile, erupts in happiness. Pardeeville tried fighting for the rebound. It ended up going out of bounds after they touched it. 2.5 left to go. Pardeeville's got to get aggressive. Colleen hands off to Milkey. Up to Glugla on the logo. Back to Glugla. And they've got to start playing the foul game. 2 minutes left here. Still a 9-point game. Can they keep it in? They go right back to Milkey. And there's the foul. 1:59 on the clock. And Oakfield sent to double bonus. Heineman picks up his 4th. But this late in the game doesn't matter. Xavier Milkey to shoot 2. He's good on the first, and he was perfect his first trip. This one in and out, swatted out of bounds, kept inside. Pardeeville trying to hustle down. Gentz down low, gets swatted from behind, and they're going to call it a foul. Cody Gentz will get 2 from the free throw line. He's going to need them both. Only Biles' second foul. Oakfield's been over the limit now for a while. So even if it wasn't a shooting foul, Gentz would be shooting both. First one, no good. J.J. Lanning and Bodie Johansson in for their respective ball clubs. 10-point lead. Can it be cut? No, it cannot. Gentz, no good on either of the free throws. And 1:45 left. Pardeeville's got a foul, they do. Barring some miraculous comeback here, I would assume Oakfield will take the non-conference victory tonight. Glugla no good on the first. Glugla makes the second though and extends the lead back to 11, which this game has really teetered around for most of this second half. Minute and a half, Pardeeville's got to find some clean shots. Baseline drive, dish back out. Wells takes a 3. No good, rebound inside. And a foul called on Brady Dogner. That's his 5th, I believe. That is his 5th. And we'll get a replacement for him here. That is a number I do not have on my roster, so I apologize to any Pardeeville fans out there. But the man who just came off the bench for the Bulldogs, again, is not on my roster tonight. First free throw is good. His number's not on there either. Yeah. Glugla once again makes good on both. 13-point lead. And like I was saying before, assuming that Oakfield wins this one, which right now it's looking likely for, stick around on the postgame show as we will have interviews with, for sure, Braden Glugla and head coach Jason Killeen. Might throw somebody else in there if anybody wants to toss a name down in that YouTube comment section. Petition for possibly an interview candidate. And Glugla, for it seems like the billionth time tonight, is back at the charity stripe. Just keeping on, keeping on. 14-point lead now for the Oaks. Make it 15. Glugla has had one of the best nights tonight offensively of his senior campaign. Down low, blocked by Bile. A full-on stuff. Then they'll call him for the foul. Julian Wells makes his first free throw after getting to shoot 2 off of the Bile foul. J.G. Lanning checks back in for Carson Fisher. 1:02 left on the clock, 14-point deficit for Pardeeville. And they're still trying to claw their way back into it. Got to give them credit for it. Can't give up just yet. Quick foul, and that's what they needed to do. Only took a second off of the clock. First free throw, no good from Milky. Can't connect on the second either. Gens comes down with the rebound. Pardeeville trying to push it inside a minute now. Wells, good Euro step inside and gets fouled by Bile. Head coach Killian, with 52 seconds left, his team is up by 13. And he is still not happy with how that transition defense panned out. Wells makes the first free throw. J.J. Lanning and Carson Fisher just keep subbing in and out for each other right now. I'm not really sure why, but it's kind of fascinating. An intentional missed free throw. But they're going to call a violation on one of the Oaks players, and it will be another free throw, I believe, for Wells. Somebody went early. Looks like it was Xavier Milky, by the way, the officials pointing at him. So one more for Wells. Goes off the back of the rim, and it's the same result. Glugla comes the other way and gets fouled. Going to see a lot of that within these last 48 seconds. Glugla makes another one. When I head down there to get the interviews, I will make sure to stop by the scorer's table and confirm how many Glugla had, because he has had a fantastic night, and he continues. 53. I missed a free throw for Pardeeville. Right side three, no good. Picked up, now Glugla in transition. Will he try it again? Yes, he will! Braden Glugla has no stop. And the very hospitable student section of the Oaks just letting know Pardeeville to start their buses. It's cold outside. They want them to be warm once they get inside. Just looking out for them. Jerome back at the line. He makes his first, and there you go again. J.J. Lanning back in for Carson Fisher. I'm really not sure what is going on with subbing both of these in and out. And a timeout coming from Pardeeville. We'll take it with them. 14-point lead for the Oaks, 28 seconds left on the clock.
Oakfield Elevator is a proud sponsor of high school sports. You see, Oakfield Elevator custom manufactures animal feed. They also receive dry store and market grain. Oakfield Elevator offers poultry and wild bird seeds, bagged shell corn, and wildlife, and a lot more. Oakfield Elevator has de-icing and softener salts too. Oakfield Elevator at 280 North Main Street, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and...
Coming back in after the timeout, and it's still a 14-point lead here for the Oakfield Oaks. They will have an inbound pass under their own basket. We're going to play the foul game. Glugla goes back to Lanning, 25 seconds on the clock. He's stuck in the backcourt. Over to Glugla. They've got to get it across. And he did not. 10 seconds in the backcourt. It'll be a turnover. Quick inbound pass. Catch and shoot for Wells. No good. Bile picks up a rebound. Tosses it aside, and we're still fouling. A decisive victory tonight for the Oaks. We want to thank all of you for tuning in here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. It was a heck of a game, and I know that the scoreboard won't necessarily show it, but both of these teams played with a lot of heart, and it was very competitive. Bile can't connect on the first. Lead stays at 14, 69-55. 13 seconds left on the clock. Bile tries again. Makes that one. And gets the Oaks to 70. A nice even number. 12 seconds and counting. We hit the 10-second mark. Step back three from Jerome. Can't hit anything. Rebounds picked up by Bile. And J.J. Lanning will hold it for the victory. A 70-55 victory at home for the mighty Oaks of Oakfield. We'll step aside, run a few ads, and I'm going to go down and try to get an interview with Braden Glugla, who had a phenomenal game tonight.
Illinois, we deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Welcome back to the post-game show here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. And a historic night for Braden Glugla, who has a career-high 38 points, 19 of those in the first half, and you continued on through the second half. Talk to me about how you're feeling right now.
I feel great, man. I love basketball. I love coming out here and playing. It was a good night.
Braden, you always play with such a high intensity, and I know obviously in the first half you had 19. You guys had a commanding lead throughout the second, but you never gave up. You kept on going and you kept on scoring. Speak to me about that mentality of never give up and keep on going.
Your coach scolds you and makes sure that that's in your bones, and you just got to go out. You got to give it your all every single time. You only have high school basketball for so long. I just come out here and I do my best every time.
That's exactly right. You guys clinched the conference back on Tuesday, a non-conference game tonight, but this was a heck of a good team. They came in here second in the Trailways West. I believe they were 17-5 on the season. Talk to me about how it feels to beat a good team like this, even though it's non-conference right before the playoffs.
Good team, but it feels great to beat them. I mean, this was a big night for us. Kept home court. We've been winning here since last December. We don't want to give that up, and we want to make this strong push and keep rolling into playoffs.
All right, well, Braden Glugla with a career-high 38 points tonight. Congratulations and good luck. Of course. Moving on to head coach Jason Killeen. Braden had a heck of a game tonight. Talk to me about it. You were surprised when I said he had 38. I mean, how did he play?
Oh, he played excellent. I mean, he carried us. He came up big so many times during the game, and we needed him to.
Of course, talk to me about the intensity he plays with and this whole team plays with. We can always hear you in timeouts. You're yelling at him, but you want him to get better. It's all tough love. We know you want to keep that intensity up throughout the game. How do you preach that both in practice and then coming out here on the court and keeping that intensity high?
Well, I wish we came out to start the game with intensity. It seems like that's kind of been our struggle. We came out and got punched in the mouth, but we had to regroup. And then after that, from that point on, in the first half, I thought we played really well on the defensive end. We really shut them down. And then the second half, it was just a battle. It was back and forth, and we made plays when we had to.
Of course, Coach, one final question for you here. A non-conference victory tonight against a good team. We know you already clinched conference back on Tuesday, but you're still pushing along a couple of more games before playoffs. How important is it to keep that momentum high heading into playoff season?
Well, it's not only important to keep the momentum going, but the seeding process is coming up this weekend. So, you know, you take a loss in a non-conference, it might affect your seed. So, I mean, you got that in the back of your mind, and you know, obviously you want to keep the momentum going, you want to keep the winning going. So,
all right, well, this has been head coach Jason Killeen of the Mighty Oaks, who take a 70-55 victory tonight. Coach, congratulations and good luck. Thanks. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit warnerharmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Let's actually switch to that slide right now on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. You heard the interviews from Glugla and head coach Killeen there, but a heck of a night for Braden Glugla, who ends with 39 points. Let's move on to some of these other scoring totals tonight for the Mighty Oaks. 7 for Xavier Milkey, 38 for Braden Glugla, like I just said. 6 from J.J. Lanning. He had back-to-back triples in that first half, but quiet in the second, but he was still a role player for sure. 10 on the night for the big Bo Bile. That's about what he averages. 4 for Henry Drazkowski, and 5 for Brody Killeen. Moving on over to the other side of things for Pardeeville. 3 points coming from Chance Millard. Julian Wells ended up with 19, had a good second half after being a little quiet in the first. 2 points tonight from Bodie Johansson. 18 points from, Devin Jerome. The book is written a little weird here. 3 points coming from Zach Heineman and Brady Dogner with 10 points. That's how you get your final score, 70-55 overall. A fantastic game tonight. Oakfield was down by 9 in that first half. They were able to battle back, come in with a 10-point lead at halftime, and then kept the pedal to the metal in the second half. Braden Glugla with a fantastic night, as well as the rest of the Oaks, and they continue to roll on into the playoffs coming up in a couple of weeks here. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Tomorrow, Friday, February the 20th, we've got WIAA Regionals Hockey continuing. Fond du Lac at De Pere. That one starts at 7. And for all these times, expect pregame to start about a half an hour before the posted time. We also have boys basketball action. Springs plays at Mayville and Camel Sport at Lamira. On Saturday, Pewaukee at Laconia girls basketball and Lake Country at Laconia boys basketball. A little unconventional doubleheader there as both the girls and the boys play, but 2 different teams coming in to play them in non-conference play. Moving on to next week, Monday, Horicon at Mayville for boys basketball, And then Tuesday, we continue regionals for hockey with Waupun at Wanakee, Springs at McFarland, and a WIAA regionals girls basketball game with NEW at CWC. That's what I've got for the schedule. As we like to do here on Jeff's live streams, we like to end in a prayer. So if you would, please join us. Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for another amazing day getting to cover these athletes. It was such a fantastic game, and I'm so glad that all of us got to be here to witness it. We also want to thank you for no major injuries. There's going to be bumps, scrapes, and bruises, and it was a physical game, but everybody seemed to stay, for the most part, pretty safe, and we appreciate your healing process as you go throughout that. One more ask from you, Lord. We want to ask that everybody here in attendance tonight, all the fans, the players, the coaches, everybody watching from the stands, gets home safely and gets to their next site of competition safely as well. In your name we pray. Amen. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in to Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. I've been Makai Ackerman, joined by Taylor and Kaya. A 70-55 victory tonight for the Oaks over the Bulldogs from Pardeeville. We cannot wait to see you at a court or rink near us. Good night.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal, Oil, and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Building,